May Kalan bless you. Now tell me, are you a son of Tavar? Did you swear allegiance to the Duke and his outlaws?
I'm no outlaw.
I see. Sounds like we have a common problem. Well, even if you don't know how to appreciate Kalan's gift, I am not your enemy.
What is your job here?
We need a lot of raw materials to feed our smelting furnaces in Ignadan. Material that is essential for our fighting machines. And we can get those resources right here.
Why here of all places? It's a long way from Ignadan.
Here, we achieve two things at once. We acquire the resources we need, and we also deny them to the enemy. The Duke relies on profits to keep power. We cut off his profits, and there's a chance his men will overthrow him.
You're not worried about the Duke finding out where you are?
We've been careful.
Maybe you haven't been careful enough.
What do you mean?
The Scrap Baron has noticed that his deliveries have stopped.
Damn, I feared stopping them completely was pushing our luck. Kalan is right. Greed will be our undoing.
So, what's your plan?
I will have to rethink our strategy. An open fight could mean losses in men and material. So, I think finding a way to throw off his suspicions would be our best course.
What can I do?
I will make sure the outlaws get their deliveries from time to time. Just enough so that suspicion is decreased. You need to sell that lie. Make it sound like everything is getting back to normal. Can I count on your assistance?
You can count on me.
Good, but be careful. If you're caught, the outlaws don't tend to be subtle when they're angry.
About these favors you want. Your scrap will be delivered soon.
You better be right.
It's coming.
Right. You got it done. Anything else to tell me?
Nothing else.
Right. Good. Here. This is your share for helping me out.
About these favors you want. Any other opportunities for profits?
That's single-minded. Okay. Just don't fuck this up. Get this done right. The instructions are simple. Think you can follow them?
Just tell me what you want doing.
I need a debt paying. It doesn't matter what else you do here in the fort. You have got to pay your debts. Otherwise, you're no one. So I need you to sort out what I owe.
Who do you owe?
Ace. He always gets lucky in cards. Maybe too lucky. I lost big to him the other day, and I've got to clear that debt. But I don't feel like seeing him. I might forget he was lucky and get angry with the fast-dealing bastard.
Did he cheat?
Maybe. Maybe not. But I lost, and people saw it. My name counts where it has to, and that means paying your debts. This IOU is worth 1,000 shards, and I'll add a little bonus to go with it. Just as a big, warm thank you to Ace.
Where does Ace usually hang out?
Near Chloe's bar in the entertainment district. He's always looking for more suckers. Look for him there.
I'll take care of your debt with Ace.
Take the shards. Do the job. Don't fuck up. Here. And of course, don't forget my little present for Ace. Put them in Ace's place, near the marketplace. Put them on the table, or somewhere obvious.
I spoke to the scrap baron.
Did you convince him he doesn't have to worry about his shipment?
Yes.
Good, good. Then we can continue with the mission. Take this, in the name of Kalan.
You should be more worried about the outlaws attacking you.
We have persuaded those who found us to keep our presence a secret. These weak-minded outlaws cannot stand against Kalan's will. They'll take any order I suggest to them. You have to keep your orders simple, but if you do, even an outlaw can understand what they must do.
How long will they obey you for?
As long as I wanted. In their eyes, I am their new god.
Wait, you used suggestion on the outlaws? Did they resist it?
My rate of success was high, but suggestion isn't without problems.
What problems?
One outlaw resisted. He wasn't as dumb as he looked. I thought I got through to him, but I was wrong. He ran when he got the chance.
What if he turns up with reinforcements?
No, I don't see that happening. If he'd told the other outlaws, they would be here already. And despite his resistance, our ex-prisoner is a coward. He's hiding out there somewhere. I want him, and I want my property back.
Your property?
Yes. When he got away, he stole my weapon. Just make sure I get my weapon back, and I guarantee him his life.
I can help you get your weapon back.
Thank you. It is a scar on my honor to leave it in the hands of an outlaw. Bring it back to me.
I work like crazy, but at the end of the day, I get nothing in return. How's that for life experience? Can you imagine getting one of these things working? We could travel the whole planet in no time. You, me, the sound of the roaring engine. Just think, next time someone tried to kill you, you could just drive away instead of killing everything within a 2-kilometer radius. Creature's down to me, is it? Only problem with structures like this that stand out in the landscape,
Oh, we got a nice catch here. Nice, nice. Fresh meat, and it got a fair amount on you. Boy, you're gonna cook up nicely.
Cook?
Oh, yes, we'll do you justice. A few sprigs of scragweed and some cogroot. Oh, and you'll be just right for us. I'll get you. Oh, I'll get you. get you.
I'll take care of this. Just killed him. Someone stop that move. Oh, fuck. That's what I have to do to this. Just give me a minute to calm down, will you? Calming. Whew. Shit. A moment longer and those cannibals would have had me over the fire. There's enough creatures out here trying to eat me without people trying it as well. Shit. That's not something I want to go through again. Hell. You've not got anything to drink, have you? Something to help a man get his head screwed back on?
No, I don't.
Me neither. Huh. Look at the two of us. Almost eaten by cannibals and not a beer between us. You know, I've seen a lot of things out here. And I've learned a lot about Magaland's history. But cannibals? I haven't heard of anything like that since the dark days after the comet hit. Most of what we live on in Tavar is from the past. So history is profitable. Interesting, too. You should learn it.
What are you doing out here?
The light beacon. I've always been fascinated by them. They used to be a cry for help, or a way to give help, direction, guidance. I've seen leaders come and go in the fort, and there's only one constant. You have to rely on yourself. So, I look for ruins, visit the beacons, and I find things to earn shards, so I don't need anyone else.
Brave for someone at your age.
My age? Age is bullshit. Wrinkled or smooth-skinned, life throws the same shit at you. I know these lands better than to come alone. I was traveling with a pair of scrap collectors. They needed a lead. I needed some help. On our way there, we got ambushed by a group of clerics. I didn't want a chance to fight with them. They were much better armed. So I got out of there.
What happened to the scrap collectors?
They didn't make the same choice. That's the problem with some people of their age. They think every fight is winnable. They think running away is the wrong thing to do. Yet, here I am at my age. I just wish I'd had their legs for running. The clerics caught up with me and took me prisoner. I'm here, aren't I? I waited until it was dark and I got out. I guess they thought I was too old to guard.
And I got away with their leader's weapon. I think that must have made them angry. Now those clerics are out hunting for me. You can hear their horns. That's why I thought I'd head for the beacon. Get some scrap, and get myself back to Tavar. Shards would mean safety. But you know what happened next? Damn Reavers. Life sure is cheap out here.
Tell me about Magellan's past.
Gladly. What would you like to know?
Tell me about Tavar.
Well, it might not seem like there's a lot of history here, but this place hasn't always been desert. When the comet hit, it turned this place into the wasteland you see. But not everything was destroyed. Some building complexes, like the fort, survived. Others were buried. When the sand shifts, other buildings appear. And then all the things that were left in them are there for the taking. Not that everything that's buried is good. Logan, the Duke as he's known today, they're sitting on a powder keg. Back before the comet hit, they stored weapons there. Serious, end-of-the-world weapons. And they're still there, somewhere, along with a whole stack of the usual kind.
What kind of weapons?
I know the history, not the science. I'm no cleric. But these things were supposed to destroy cities. They were supposed to destroy countries.
How could they do that?
I don't know. Big explosions. Big explosions. And the fort is sitting on top of them. That's why I want shards. I want to be a long way from here if those things ever go off.
Tell me about the factions.
Well, their recent history. I mean, they only came about after the comet hit. Before that, there were countries and governments. Millions of people organized into groups. Nothing like now. But the comet destroyed all that. There aren't really records from after the comet hit. No one was writing things down. They were just trying to survive. No leaders. All the things they relied on to survive had gone. But it didn't take long for people to form groups to get resources. And it didn't take long for those people to start fighting. All factions think they've got ways to save us. They're all just ways people are trying to survive.
So, there are a lot of gaps in your knowledge of history?
Well, some. There were more records kept during the territory wars. That was once the factions had formed and started fighting each other. I guess as soon as you're a group, you want to start keeping a history of who you are. History becomes more important. Anyway, instead of fighting over 1 or 2 tins, the factions started fighting over land. ELEX. Resources. Any small factions that were left got absorbed or destroyed. I mean, these people were survivors, so you'd think that's what they'd want. To survive. Instead, there were yet more deaths. There aren't numbers, but I'd guess at least half of those still alive were killed. That's just a guess. Finally, the people in charge realized the cost was too high, so they formed a council, the Great Council of Magellan, and made a non-aggression treaty.
A non-aggression treaty? That doesn't seem to have worked.
Well, peace is always fragile. The Berserkers and Clerics have totally different ideas about ELEX and technology, for a start. But after all the deaths, the factions knew they risked their own destruction if they fought anymore. So, the peace lasted, more or less. There are always some hotheads, some isolated clashes over resources. But the leaders brought their people back into line. All the factions rebuilt their lands, worked on their own rules.
So, what went wrong?
The Alps. They were just a small splinter group. They went up into Zakor, into the ice, and no groups were interested in that land. They built their strength, and then they invaded. The factions were taken completely by surprise. The Alps captured people, land, built their converters before the factions could respond. What happened to the prisoners, the dead? History doesn't speak of that.
I've heard enough.
At least you did listen. That's not always the case today.
What do you know about the Berserkers?
They were a group living up in the woods, trying to grow their own food, and they evolved from there. Everyone else was fighting for what was left, but they decided to make something new. It was some guy called Amric that started them. The new guy they have there, Thorold, the Pilgrim, sees himself as some sort of spiritual successor to Amric. He's changed things there. They're pushing out into the world more than they did. The Berserkers used to stay in Edan mostly. They'd fight to protect their borders, make assaults outside them, then pull back. Now they're holding ground. It seems the Pilgrim wants to purify all of Edan. They're gonna use their world hearts to change the world. They want to use their magic to turn the clock back and make Magalan what it was. Well, they'll change it. But whether Magalan was ever like they say, that's just a fantasy.
How much do you know about the clerics?
Secretive lot. They probably know more about history than the others, but they keep it to themselves. But this god they believe in, Kalan, I haven't seen anything anywhere about this god in records from before the comet hit. Why they've created a god and worship technology? Well, I can't understand it. Everything else they do is about knowledge and fact and observation. So why invent a lot of hocus pocus to go with it?
Why did the clerics have so few men?
The wars. They put their faith in their fighting machines. But either their prayers weren't answered or they had a technological hitch. They went into battle with the Berserkers and their machines shut down. They were defeated. Heavy losses. Those left retreated into Ignadon. Anyone that didn't make it back was cut down by one faction or another. The clerics' numbers never recovered. I guess they must have fixed whatever the problem was with their fighting machines. It's never happened again.
Give me the cleric's weapon.
Why should I give it to you?
Because you're a survivor, and you don't want to get me pissed.
All right. I don't really need this thing anyway. I'll make you a trade. Some shards for me, a shiny cleric's weapon for you.
You want paying? I'll think about it.
Sure. You take your time.
I want to give it to Volkmar.
And? Do you think that's a good idea?
He is only interested in the weapon, not you.
Well, okay. Then you should have it. But give me a little elixir for the trade at least. Then I have something up my sleeve if I ever get into any difficulties again.
Here, take your shards.
Here, take the weapon.
Is there something you need?
No, I'm okay. Don't waste your time on my old bones. The only thing I'm interested in is stories. And I don't think you are the storytelling type.
What do you know about the elves?
Hardly anyone knows anything about them. I mean, other than about their attacks.
Maybe I could tell you a story about them?
Now I am curious. Do you know why they use ELEX?
It makes them stronger, of course. Greater strength, lower levels of fatigue, reduced pain. It turns men into fighting machines, and not just physically. ELEX keeps them clear thinking. It removes the emotions that could get in the way of orders.
So it means no one can argue with orders.
It reduces the chances. That's one of the reasons elves are so successful. They operate together without question.
Not all of them. Some operate alone.
Then you've heard of the Elexitors. They rule in Zakor. They still consume ELEX, but they are given a command role.
You mean like Wardek and Kallax? Or Jax? Have you heard of them?
Yes, they are names to be feared. though I had heard that Jax had disappeared.
So the rumors say. What else do you know about the Alps?
That they have as good as or better knowledge of technology than the clerics. That's because you and them have something in common.
Me? What have I got in common with Alps?
An interest in history. The Elexitors, well, I don't know for sure, but they have found some fragments of old world information. They're using that knowledge.
They're interested in the old world?
No, not at all. They just want the technology. Interest is emotional. The past is something that's gone. They want the future.
Interesting. Not many people seem to think about what the Alps want.
That's all I know.
That was very informative. Thank you.
How long are you going to stay here?
I think I will get comfortable here. Maybe I'll even get this light tower working. A man needs something to do in life. Life goes by too fast to just stand around. Get out there and seize it.
I got your weapon back.
Then I am grateful, and Kalan will hear your words. I'm surprised someone from another faction was prepared to help us. You see, all free people can work together. See it as a sign of that. Find someone else to talk to.
We serve Kalan. look wired, man. I mean, super intense. Have you been racking up some of Doc's downers? Come on, what's your story?
What's with the questions?
Hey, I was just curious. That tech you're carrying around screams loud that you're not from around here. But you know, keep the personals to yourself. I'm not the intrusive type. But hey, we got off on the wrong start. So as you're not from around here, maybe I could make it up by introducing you to the game. You're going to want to know about the game. It's the best way in Tavar to make profit. Though we'll have to wait until my brother gets here.
What's your brother got to do with it?
He brings me luck. I never play without him around.
The Scrap Baron wants to settle his gambling debts.
And they said not to play him. Now here comes the payday of them all. Opportunity, opportunity, you've got to take your chance. I hope you get your chance too, my friend. When you do, take it.
A casket?
Where is it?
I left it in your shack.
Mine and my brother's shack. We share everything. When he gets back, we're going to split these earnings. We'll both get a new start. Man, and to think they told me not to play the Baron. They'll eat those words now.
Is this game how you earn a living?
Some of it, but you've got to have your place here in the fort. I'm a runner. You know, I take messages or things from one place to another, make sure they get there safe. It's a risky life, but that also brings opportunities. Who knows which runner will make it through alive and which won't? Well, if you can guess, you can bet on it with me. You see, I run a book on which runners will do a job and which will make it through alive, among other things. The bosses gamble with our lives, so why shouldn't we earn off it?
I'll meet you again later on.
Easy come, easy go.
If someone walks out without covering their bill again, I'll take it from your pay. Or I'll send you to Mad Bob to have the equivalent cut out of you. You know we can't afford shortfalls right now. What the fuck are you looking at? Buy a drink, get a life, or get the fuck out of here. All right?
Any advice on how I should get a life?
Don't take a job in this bar. Don't listen to anything anyone in this fucking town has to say. And don't waste the time of the few good, honest, hard-working people you can find here. Any more advice, you can pay for by buying a drink.
What is this place?
This is the place of dreams, the place of love, laughter, and infinite possibility. If you want to forget all your troubles and live the life your days in the desert have earned, then this is the place to do it. Just make sure you hand over your shards, or Mad Bob will be taking your hands. Clear?
Mad Bob works for you?
Mad Bob doesn't work for anyone but himself. But he likes coming here. So, he doesn't like anyone making trouble in his favorite place. And just a word to help you keep your head on your neck. Bob doesn't like to be called Mad Bob.
Why have the outlaws stayed here in this desert?
You think we're the only ones trying to take things? Elves, clerics, berserkers, they all take what they want. What is there to steal in Tavar? Sand and ruins and wreckage. So, here we get to be free.
William sent me.
What do you want? You're not here to collect the Duke's tribute, are you?
Good guess. That's exactly what I'm here for.
It was no guess. It's years of practice. Let's see if you can do the same. Guess what I'm thinking. Is it A, no chance, B, not a chance in hell, or C, there's really not a chance in hell? Damn it. If you're really set on collecting something, then go and see Rat. He owes me, so you can get my payments from him.
Are you serious?
Do I look like I'm joking? I've told William 1,000 times. I can't pay. So, if you can't get payment from Rat, you won't get it from me because I just don't have it.
Teach me something.
All right.
Nobody listens to me.
What? Not now.
About these favors you want. I've completed that delivery for you.
Just in time. I just heard his brother is back. I hope he enjoys the surprise you left him.
What was in the casket I left?
Spade and his brother. They were always inseparable. It would be a crime not to bring them back together.
What was that?
That was the surprise. I bet Spade just jumped for joy.
There was a bomb in that casket?
You did good work. You're in danger of making me trust you.
Pay me.
I always pay. Take this. And I don't forget favors either. You're free to use Ace and Spade's shacks as your own. Move in whenever you want.
Whoa, listen. Bob sometimes... Well, he can sometimes...
Are you going to speak clearly, Ray?
Yeah. No, forget it.
Teach me something.
It will be done.
Chloe says you owe her Elexit.
And she sent you to collect them?
Yes.
Well, my friend, I have some good and some bad news. Which do you want first?
The bad news.
Ah, you are someone who takes what life throws at them, then hopes for a rainbow round the corner. Aren't you, my friend? Let me guess, when you eat, you always save your favorite until last. Am I right? Okay then, the bad news. I don't have any shards. Except for what you gave me, and those shards aren't enough to cover Chloe's tab.
So, what's the good news?
The good news is that I do know where you can get the shards. You see, the rat has a plan. The plan, on the other hand, is part of the bad news, my friend.
Just tell me your plan.
So this is how I see it. Chloe runs the entertainment district, so there's no way she's not pulling in a lot of Lexit, right? So her being broke doesn't make sense. Unless someone's got hooks into her. So I did some digging, and it seems she's run up a real debt with the Duke. Now, the Duke doesn't normally do debts. He's more the, you owe me, pay now or die kind of guy. But it seems he's cutting her some slack, as long as the debt's kept quiet. You with me so far?
How does this help us?
Okay. So this is just the background. You see, I did some more digging, and the thing is, Chloe isn't broke. She might not have Elexit, but she's got her a stash, a treasure trove of gems and jewelry, stuff she keeps as an emergency fund.
And you want to rob her?
Rob is such an ugly word. What I want is to redistribute her hidden wealth to everyone's advantage. I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who will pay a handsome sum for the treasure trove Chloe's hidden in her cellar. So you see, as luck would have it for you, me, and her, the rat has already started working on a plan to untangle this whole mess. You see, I have the key to her hidden stash. So, we just need to get in, get the stash, get out, sell everything, and suddenly you, me, Chloe, and the Duke, we all end up happy. Simple, huh?
Give me the key. I will get Chloe's stash.
Good decision, my friend. Here, but be careful you don't get caught. We will pay her debts with her own valuables. And at the same time, I will be free of my debt.
Can you go over the plan again?
I keep Chloe busy. You get into the cellar under the bar. The stuff we're after is in a trunk somewhere down there. You get in, you get out. The rat takes care of the rest. Are you ready?
Sure.
Then let's get going. I'll distract Chloe so you can clear a run to the cellar, right? Me turning up, well, we have a chemistry, me and her. I only have to walk into her room and she's instantly pissed at me. But that does mean you won't have long before her being mildly annoyed moves to me being thrown out. So be stealthy and be quick. If you miss that opportunity, well, then you'll have to figure out how to do this yourself, okay?
What do you want? What do you want, Rat?
Hey, why so unfriendly? What did I do to deserve that?
I don't know, maybe it's the several thousand shards you owe me. Or, wait, hold on.
Not now.
There he is. That guy's trying to steal your stuff.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You think you can steal from me? Give that here. And you can get out too, Rat. What the fuck do you think you're doing down here?
Rat double-crossed me. I'll kill that pig.
This is my place. I decide what happens here, as you're gonna find out. You're brave enough to steal. Are you brave enough to fight?
You want to fight me?
What did you expect? A kiss on the cheek and a giggle at your roguish behavior? This is Tavar. That's not how we do things.
We're doing great.
What else do you want from me? First you steal, now this, for fuck's sake. Fine, I surrender, all right? But don't think this is over. This will have repercussions.
Hey, asshole. Chloe sends her greetings.
wait. Before you do anything hasty. Yeah, I told Chloe you wanted to rob her, and you have every reason to hate me. I mean, we're friends and I did that, but there is an explanation, okay?
Talk fast. Why did you betray me?
It's great that you decided to talk. That's the sign of a keen mind. And keen minds see opportunity. Just let me explain, friend. I didn't give you up for nothing. It was advantageous for both of us that I told her.
That is good.
Just like that? Just that is good? You were cold, you know that? But it's good that you trust the rat. You know the rat has your back. I have Chloe's trust again. Well, I mean, she doesn't completely hate me anymore, which is beneficial. Chloe's treasure trove would never have covered her debt to the Duke. And if you can't pay him, the Duke owns you. I mean, technically, the Duke owns everyone in the fort, but you don't want to owe him too. So, what we need to do is work out where Chloe's elixir is going and why. Then we can help her, you and me. The old rat doesn't do things by halves.
So, this is really about the Duke.
No, this is about us. You, me, and maybe Chloe. Mainly you and me, friend. The rat always has a plan. But to get the best plan, I need to know the facts. I will work on Chloe. Come back in 1 or 2 days. You'll find me in Chloe's bar. I should know more by then. Trust in the rat, my friend.
So, about your plan with Chloe.
Hey, be patient. I'm not that fast. Just give me some time with her. I'm only just getting her trust. She's not just gonna blurt out why she can't pay the Duke's tribute anymore.
About these district overseers. Mad Bob will start his scrap deliveries again.
Good. We need that scrap. Profit is good for all of us. You survived Mad Bob. You must have a knack for getting on with people. That could be useful.
forming.
And
Chloe's finally opening up. It just took a little time to get through to her, and then some drink to get her talking.
what information did you get out of her?
Why she can't pay the Duke. I mean, she's in charge of the entertainment district, so she should have Alexid coming out of her ears, right? Yet, she's desperate to collect that money. She's got no shards to spend. She can't cover the Duke's tribute. I mean, there has to be a story to be told.
And are you going to tell me the story?
Chloe is being forced to pay protection money. She can't pay the Duke or anyone else because she's already being bled dry. We shouldn't talk here. Walk with me a moment. Let's go talk outside. Follow me and try not to get noticed.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want everybody to hear what I'm about to tell you. The situation isn't exactly safe for anyone involved. Come on, let's get somewhere we can talk. Okay, I don't think anyone will overhear us here. So, this is what I've learned. A guy called Blake is behind this. He's forcing Chloe to pay protection money.
I assume you already have a plan.
I wouldn't be rad if I didn't, right? Before we go any further, let me make one thing clear. Under no circumstances should you speak to Blake. If you approach him now, I've got no doubt he'd back off and leave Chloe alone. But that would just mean he'd just come back later when he thought things had blown over. We need to force him to forget about the protection money for good. Otherwise, what's the point?
So, what's the plan?
We should focus on Blake. Despite all his influence, he's been going through bodyguards. 3 of them have died in the last 2 months, but if anybody knows why, nobody is saying. We need to go through his things and find out why. There has to be some dirt there, and we could use it. We just need some hint. Then we can sort all this out to our benefit. Chloe gets freed from Blake, and we get the shards we need.
Okay, I'll look for the proof at Blake's house.
Follow the rat's plan, and you'll come out ahead, my friend. Look through Blake's stuff and come back to me when you've found something. Then we'll figure out the next step. I am going back to Chloe's bar. I'll see you there.
Are not permitted to be here. Good. That's the right decision. You are not permitted. Good. That's the right decision.
You're forcing Chloe to pay protection money.
Be careful with your accusations, friend. I'm not accountable to a berserker, so you better stop spreading this sort of rumor. Got it?
Stop that thief! Stop him!
I found this list at Blake's.
A list? Alright, let's see if it's anything useful. I'm guessing it's a list of names. But with this writing, bodyguards, Iron, Madison. Iron Madison. Ryan. You know, whoever wrote this can't spell. Well, this seems to be a list of candidates for bodyguards for Blake. That idiot Cameron must have written this before he was killed. Okay, then it's clear what we have to do.
We should talk to Ryan.
Why should we do that? I mean, what would you talk to him about? No, Ryan isn't the problem. But he may be part of the solution. If Blake's latest bodyguard Ryan was to die or quit, the names on this list would be candidates to replace him. So, we should change the name on the top. Then, we put the list back and give Blake a reason to hire someone new.
How do we get Blake to want a new bodyguard?
We kill Ryan, of course. What else? Then I take his place. After I've written my name on top of the list, I'll put it back in Blake's place. You take care of Ryan in the meantime. The idiot prides himself on being loyal, so chances are you'll have to kill him. Trying to persuade him might just mean he speaks to Blake and then our chances will be blown. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, then go. You take care of Ryan and I'll become Blake's new bodyguard. Then, we will find out what's going on. See you up at Blake's.
Why would you even say
good
that?
job.
The people up there will take care of it.
Stuck on the pot for 3 hours, Les.
How come?
That's...
So fuck off, will you, yeah?
If you want to be alone, why ask me a question?
What?
I just want to be left alone, okay? So fuck off, will you, yeah? If you ask questions, you must want answers.
What?
What the fuck are you talking about? Fuck, you're right, I do ask a lot of questions. Maybe it's a cry for help. Maybe I don't really want to be left alone. Yeah, I never thought of it like that before.
What are you doing out here?
You've gone through all that to ask me that? Are you serious? Are you speechless now or what? Sure, fine, whatever. Just stand there without a word. I'll fill the void with words instead. My day got stranger when you arrived, you know? I'm Blake's bodyguard. I'm just out here on a break.
What happens if he's killed while you're on a break?
Blake doesn't need me as long as he stays inside. He only takes me to watch his back when he goes ripper hunting. And when he goes on business trips. That's why I took the job. Plenty of free time. Does that answer your question?
I thought about it. I'm going to punch you in the face.
I told you, I'm out here on a break. This is the last shit I need on my time off.
I'll get you!
Hey, yeah, great.
Ryan is dead.
Right. I've put my name on the list and got it in place. It's going to be fishy if I turn up and tell Blake his bodyguard is dead. You had better do it.
Won't Blake think it's strange? Me telling him about the bodyguard.
What? You mean that he's dead?
He might suspect I killed him.
Yeah, so what if he does? People get killed in Tavar all the time. And he is pretty used to his bodyguards dying on him one after another. Just go to Blake and tell him you found Ryan's body. You could even suggest that he needs to get a new bodyguard. Sometimes he can be a little slow on the uptake.
Right.
Then come back and tell me when he knows about Ryan.
I found your bodyguard.
What do you mean, found?
He's dead.
I knew that guy wouldn't last. You know when you get that feeling that you're gonna have to find yourself another bodyguard?
You'll have to find another.
Yeah. And I hate interviews. Fortunately, having been in this position before, I have a handy list of people ready to take on the job. Oh well, on to the next one. Thanks for letting me know.
The information about your bodyguard should be worth something.
Yeah, all right. Here, take these shards. Now, get out.
Blake knows Ryan is dead.
Okay, now we wait until he comes to me. I have an idea what you could do in the meantime. How about you go to Doc and get us something to celebrate?
Isn't it a bit premature to celebrate?
Don't worry. Just let the good rat do his thing, my friend. This plan is in action. And that means it's pretty much a certainty. Here, take a few shards. That should be enough to get something from Doc.
Where did you get those shards from all of a sudden?
You know, shards, they sometimes just turn up. Oh, and tell Doc he should mix us up something special. Just tell him I sent you. Hey, that's Blake coming now. We'd better not be seen talking.
Everyone knows what you did. You should leave. Everyone knows what you did. You should leave.
Yourself. Have a great day. I will pay the fine.
Good. Profit comes before all. Lesson learned, I hope. Now get out.
I am the doc. That makes you the patient, right? I can make it happen. Those dreams will come true.
My dreams?
You're here to trade. I'm here to make dreams come true. Everything you need. Drinks, cams, that special kick. The doc can make it for you. The doc can make it come true.
Oh, whoa. I bet you could surf the sky if you took any of this guy's stuff.
Why do they call you Doc?
Isn't that obvious?
No.
I am the best chemsmith here. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you want to feel, and I will make it happen. For a price.
You've sampled too many of your own chems.
Oh, I don't do cams. The doc is a chemsmith, an artist, a businessman. I'm not a consumer.
Why are you laughing then?
But I understand your confusion. Once upon a time, the old doc was normal. Then, I had a sort of accident when the outlaws wanted me to experiment with chems. Let's just say there was a mix-up of the doses. I've not messed with concentrated chems since, or taken it pure, or on my birthday. Not that I've needed to. I mean, that was a high to last a lifetime. Literally.
Rat sent me to pick up a few chems.
Ah, the good old Rat. Yeah?
He said you should send him some of the special stuff.
I know. The good old doc knows. The special stuff, right? Yeah? You want chems, you come to a chemsmith.
Exactly.
No problem. I will take care of it. Trust the doc, and I will get to work on it right away. Come back in a few hours. I'll have them ready then. Hey! I have your order for Rat. Be careful with it. Because I outdid myself with this. Have fun. Now, fly, birdie, fly.
What do you have to offer?
Nothing at the moment. Not a sizzling second of release. I've been robbed.
Who robbed you?
No idea. I was only gone for a little while, taking care of something. Now, the old doc has to make enough stuff again before he can start delivering again.
What was stolen?
Well, everything. My entire stock gone. Just gone. Everything gone. But you could help me. If you want to buy something, we'll have to find the thief.
Do you have any leads?
Go to the girls in the entertainment district. The girls know everything. And Cindy is the best one to talk to out of all of them. She's got less attitude than the others. She'll even talk to me. Talk to her. She might know something about who's trying to deal my chems.
Oh yeah, he's right. Those ladies know how to get answers. I mean, guys get relaxed over there and they let all sorts of information slip. Got myself in trouble that way before.
I'm sorry. If you're looking for Blake, Blake doesn't live here anymore, friend. If you need something from now on, come to me. I'm the new boss here.
Shit, man. What did you do to Blake?
Me? Who said the rat did anything? You don't want to believe the rumors about him being staked down and eaten alive by jackals. They're just rumors. Say, wasn't there a time I came to you for money? And you laughed in my face and gave me 2 shards?
That was a long time ago, Rat. I didn't mean anything by it.
Well, forget your shards. I own you now. Say yes, Rat.
Yes, Rat.
See? That's how plans work, my friend. You play the long game. Welcome back, my friend.
What happened?
You know, I thought about it, but the bodyguard job just wasn't for me.
What's going on? Where's Baxter?
Do you want to know, Ray? Do you really want to know?
No, I suppose not. That's up to you.
Me? It's up to Baxter. What have I got to do with it? Looking at Blake, I realized I was much better suited for his job. I just had to get close enough to him when he wasn't here in the fort, and without a bodyguard around. And what do you know? With the things you did and some plans and a bit of luck, that's exactly what happened.
What about Chloe's debt to the Duke?
Blake introduced me to the Bloody and showed me where Chloe's shards were buried. You can tell William that Chloe will pay the Duke's tribute from now on. I will cover her outstanding debts.
The Bloody? Who are you talking about?
Baxter, Bloody Baxter, the guy who ruled the fort here before the Duke took over. The guy who survived the Duke's jackals and who fled the fort streaming with blood? I mean, that bloody guy.
You met Bloody Baxter.
You don't meet Bloody Baxter. He invites you, and you go, and you hope you can get to come back. I only told you that because I think you and I are good friends now. But it's best you forget that now. Baxter is dead, okay? As far as you believe, Baxter died years ago. So, let's get to the bit about your share. You and I are a team, friend, and friends look after each other. If you remember, you gave me 50 shards when we first met. Now, it's my turn to help you. And I'm not just talking shards here. I've got something special. Just don't talk to anyone about this. You'll learn what the claw means when the time is right. Until then, hold on to it. I told you, friendships pay off. But now, I have to take care of my new duties. See you around, my friend.
I have the chems you wanted from Doc.
Ah, yes. I only asked for them to keep you busy. You can keep them if you want. I can't touch that stuff now I'm in charge. But hey, more fun for you.
What goods have you got?
All right.
About these district overseers. I took care of Chloe's debts.
Yes, Rat came to see me. He's paid Chloe's debts. It seems Rat has taken Blake's position. I've a feeling things are going to get organized now. So, not just a crisis averted, but an improvement. That is good work.
Glad to help.
Good. I will remember that. You're proving yourself useful here. We can use people with your talents. You did a good job dealing with the district overseers. You will be pleased. The fort is open to you. Profit breeds profit. You can take your shards.
Crazy, huh? You think it's a goer?
What are you doing here? Yes. It's better if you go, believe me.
Why do people call you Mad Bob?
Who called me that? Who the fuck called me that?
You haven't heard that name before?
Just tell me who the fuck used that name. Was it William? Was it Chloe? Tell me, was it the Duke? No, it wouldn't be the Duke. So which of the other two was it?
Chloe told me that name.
I wouldn't put it past her. Fuck. She better learn some fucking manners. Just so we understand each other, I'll say this one last time. Don't ever use that name again.
Teach me something.
It will be done.
Teach me something.
It will be done.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Do you have a second?
Do we know each other?
No, and that's exactly why I want to talk to you. I need someone with independent interests. You're not involved with any of the mob here, are you? So I'm thinking that you might be the right person.
The right person for what?
Well, I've got to tell you, I think my days of being stuck in this rat hole might soon be over. I mean, why would anyone want to be here if it wasn't for profit? So, let me ask you, are you interested in earning a few shards?
All right, but make it quick.
Right, yeah, of course. The thing is, I recently returned from an expedition out into the wastelands. I was looking around in a few ruins for the usual kind of stuff, you know, just the usual. And I came across some knowledge from the old world. And this knowledge, it is so dangerous, it can turn entire regions to desert, or provide them with all the energy they could ever dream of. For real.
How does this earn me thousands of shards?
Are you kidding? Imagine what people would pay for this power.
What was it you wanted to talk to me about?
You're gonna want a part of it. And that's good, because I need help with this thing. As you've probably figured out, I've got to leave, but I've not got the thing I need. We need. I mean, I had it right in my hand. But then this asshole partner of mine took it. Stuck a gun in my face and took it. Idiot didn't even know what he had in his hand.
So, we find him. We find this thing. Is that it?
Oh, you don't need to worry about him. I followed his tracks. One well-aimed shot at the back of his head and... problem taken care of. Only the shot startled some creatures. Damn things popped up out of nowhere and went straight for the body. There was no way I could get to it.
So why didn't you kill them?
And I was out of ammo. That was my last shot. But you got everything you need to get in there and loot the body. You bring back what you find on him, and I'll get you enough elixir so you're set for life.
How much elixir are we talking about?
Thousands, maybe tens of thousands of shards. No joke. I have the connections to make this happen.
Why are you trusting me with this?
Is there a reason I shouldn't? Are you the sort that would run off with the loot?
Well, I still wouldn't be worse off, would I? I would have what I want, and you, well...
Without my connections, you'd have jack shit. Because I only know of one buyer who can make this work, and he, or she, is only gonna trade with me. So, you'd be stuck with something you couldn't sell. You see, this story only has something for both of us if we trust one another.
Do you often shoot people in the back of the head?
You think I enjoy doing that? Especially as we've done a few jobs together. But he killed himself when he stole from me. I mean, what did he expect? That I'd just let him steal from me? That I'd roll over and take this?
I'll get this thing for you.
Of course. Now we're partners. There is a large cliff north of the fort that forms the natural border to Abessa. You should find his remains there, near a few nests. But be careful. Those creatures are still gonna be up there.
Yeah.
Better keep your technology out of sight or there'll be trouble.
Not now. Official business only.
My brother loved places like this.